Good, happy Friday morning. I'm Riley King, and welcome to your news, weather, and traffic update right here on the Riley King Radio Network. Let's get started. First up, Keene Police Chief passes away. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9, Charisse LeClaire.
Fiberglass Boat Open House this Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. All three of their heated showrooms will be filled with crown lines, bayliners, and heyday inboards. Choose the world-class quality of a crown line for a smooth, responsive ride, from the 18 Super Sport to the 350 Cruiser. Or try a bayliner for the most affordable fun on the water. Wakeboarders, check out the new Heyday inboard, designed to throw that massive wake. Pick out your new boat at the Fiberglass Boat Open House this weekend. Winnisquam Marine at the Winnisquam Bridge, Belmont.
Brian is a loss that we're not going to get over easily.
A family, a city, and its citizens just beginning to grieve the loss of Chief Brian Costa.
Brian had incredible empathy for the underdog. He was somebody that cared deeply about solving problems. The opioid crisis is something that we've all worked with for quite some time, and he was in the forefront in this community in dealing with that.
This News 9 video from last summer shows Chief Costa on a visit to Washington, D.C., where he advocated to treat addicts rather than jail them. A different touch to being a police chief than Mayor Kendall Lane says he's seen before.
He had reached out to people in ways that we would not normally expect from a police chief.
Lane says Costa joined the department in 1996 and moved up to canine officer in 1998. He became chief in 2015. Departments across the state and Governor Sununu reacting to the loss. In a statement, Sununu says, quote, "I want to express my deepest condolences to the family of Chief Brian Costa, a dedicated public servant. Brian was among the brave men and women of our police force who worked tirelessly to keep our communities safe. For that, we are grateful."
It will take a long time for us to get over his passing, and we will miss him terribly.
Again, just a very sad day here in Keene. An autopsy is expected to be performed tomorrow. Meantime, the mayor said he was supposed to have breakfast with the chief tomorrow morning. This is all coming as a shock to him. Live in Keene, I'm Charisse LeClaire, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that report. St. Patrick's Parade planners reconsider gay veterans ban. Let's take a listen to this video from WCBB Boston.
Bite into Magnum Double Cookies and Cream and unleash your wild side. Made with cookies and cream, ice cream, and rich Belgian chocolate. Discover Magnum.
Getting late word from the parade organizers who say that talks are now continuing and progressing well. Still in Washington, but among those trying to broker a deal is Southie's own Congressman Stephen Lynch. He tells us if the gay veterans are not allowed back in, count him out. The LGBT veterans group Outvets finally welcomed for the past 2 years. Congressman Stephen Lynch says it was long overdue.
There are men and women who have served this country. I thought that they presented themselves in a very respectful way.
But the parade's organizers' reversal, denying the Outvets a spot on this year's parade route, is fueling a backlash.
We are one Boston. We are so beyond this conversation. This is so wrong, what happened here.
The Allied Board's Veterans Council denies the move is anti-gay. It's the rainbow on the Outvets banner that's the problem.
You can read our code of conduct and see that we don't allow the portrayal of one's sexuality.
But Outvets says it's not changing its logo. On this battle, Congressman Lynch is siding with the group.
I don't think anybody in that in the audience, the people watching the parade, are offended by that. I think they're nitpicking.
If Outvets is barred, a string of politicians, including the governor and mayor, will be skipping the parade. Lynch hopes he can broker a deal when he returns to Boston.
They're hurting the reputation of the neighborhood. Their objections are trivial over a rainbow flag. Are you kidding me? They've got to get a hold of themselves and join the rest of us in this new century.
And in a statement tonight, parade organizers say, quote, "We are hopeful this situation will be rectified soon so that South Boston can host an inclusive parade next weekend." The Veterans Council is set to officially reconsider this issue once again tomorrow morning.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Body of missing woman Carrie Rear found in Sanford. Let's take a listen to this video from WMTW News 8.
I got a double.
But Dad, you've got...
Allstate. With accident forgiveness, they guarantee your rates won't go up just because of an accident.
Smart kid.
Indeed. It's good to be in good hands.
Police believe all indications are that Carrie Rear stumbled into the woods here just a few hundred yards behind the Little Mart where she was last seen and died of exposure.
It was very, very cold back then in January, and it would be probably very difficult, if not impossible, to survive the night out in the elements.
These are the last images of 40-year-old Carrie Rear, captured on surveillance video January 22nd. She was wet and disoriented. She thought she was in the bank, trying to make a deposit. Her parents had said she battled alcoholism and mental illness in recent months and believed she had a mental break. Extensive searches turned up nothing. Police and the Warden Service brought in trained tracking dogs. They searched everywhere, but never found Rear's body, police explaining why they missed it.
If you're dealing with a cadaver dog, it helps to have a warmer environment, and what we had back there was a very cold, frigid environment encapsulated by snow.
Police believe the case will be closed once the medical examiner completes toxicology tests on the body. Carrie Rear's parents, who visited here just a few weeks ago, pleading for their daughter's safe return, her mother said at the time, were just not ready to say goodbye. In Sanford, Jim Keithley, WMTW News 8.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Canadian steps up campaign against possible U.S. border tax. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau on Thursday repeated his opposition to a U.S. proposal for an important tax, telling energy executive gathered in Houston on a Hy-Vee would hurt both economies. Two die in protest after South Korean president removed from office. Two protesters died at a demonstration following the removal of South Korean President Park Geun-hye, according to a statement from acting President Hwan Kyo-ahn. And now let's take a look at your weather for today and tonight. Today, cloudy and some light snow or flurries possible, highs in the mid-30s. For tonight, clearing skies and colder, lows near 10 degrees. Now let's take a look at your traffic. And here's a live look at your traffic right now. We're seeing a lot of green roadways, and we have a couple of yellow areas around the Concord and Boscawen area. Otherwise, your traffic is moving pretty good on your Friday morning. And that does it for your news, weather, and traffic update right here on the Riley King Radio Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Friday and a great weekend. See you back here on Monday. Goodbye, everyone.